To this broadcast. Best of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And, of course, Precious Achiuwa. It's a big day for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Now, here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. And we talked about Anthony Davis and his impact on the game. Coach was concerned about Davis's defensive presence as well. He told me he can't only worry about AD putting up points. He's also one of the elite rim protectors in the game. The guy does it all. And he's not wrong. Guys?
Thank you, David. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Davis, that's for two. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Just love to see the confidence on display from Anthony Davis with the catch and shoot. It's just another reason why he's considered one of the best players in the game.
Now here's Booker. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Six on the shot clock. That's short off the rim.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Now here's White. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
A fadeaway. That one misses. And Indiana will come the other way. Outside for Lowry. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ayton wide open. Off target with his three. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Too much at that.
Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
To the wing on the left. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's stolen by Davis. Brown outside. Offline with his three. Suns trail by 4. Pass to Bridges. Spins. And he drives in. Now here's Ayton. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing right side. Here's Doumbouya. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
Here's Bridges. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They're up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Rose with the ball. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Rose has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Indiana leading. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Brown outside. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out. Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Brown outside. Pass to Achua. DeRozan with it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
So it's the Pacers now. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. That one on Rose. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Suns trailed by 4. Here's Myleague. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Davis. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Booker. Good on the bucket. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
White drives in. He gets it in there. White's got 8.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Smith outside. Booker left side. Three-pointer. That one no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Indiana leading by 4. Here's White. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by White.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
On the wing, Booker. Fires the 3. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Outside, Davis. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
Here's Smith. Pass to Myleague. Tries the spin move. Here's Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Both teams will make substitutions.
probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
So both teams making some changes here. Pacers leading by 6. Outside DeRozan. Going inside, and DeRozan throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so is the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Outside, White. Here's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 8. Now Bridges. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Ayton throws it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And here's Lowry. Outside, White. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Doumbouya. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Beal deciding where to go with it. Here's Ayton. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
And Davis sends it back. Inside, Doumbouya. And the jam by Doumbouya.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and God's been doing this for now over a decade. And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back.
Look at that.
And there's that creativity from Beal. When he's in flight, boy, he's going to show you something special.
Back to Lowry. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Beal pulls it in. Suns trail by 6. Back to Ayton. It's stolen by Davis. Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Doumbouya.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Right side, Beal. It's stolen by Davis. To the middle. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Suns trail by 13. Here's Beal. Out to Smith. Back to Beal. Screen by Smith. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And that one's good by Davis.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Lowry. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Davis, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Here's Mann, out to Smith, wide open, and Davis pulls it down.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Well, they have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired. You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Here's DeRozan, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Suns trail by 14. There's the drive. Smith inside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now here's DeRozan. Rebound by Smith.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
The three. Pacers with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Shot, high post. That's good on the jump shot. And the Pacers lead by 14. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And the shot goes in.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
To the left side wing. Pass to Batum. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Clock at 6. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on the production.
Oh, the power on that threw-down.
Unreal.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Fires, high post, and the basket is good.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
That's a 2 from Smith. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's White. Takes it inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Porter looking it over. Here's Ayton.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Indiana.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Bridges. Outside for Beal. So no problem for Indiana as they